Lots of other great performances, though, as well, including Madonna, who's getting buzz. She's got a new album on its way. And, of course, some people asking whether Taylor Swift was snubbed. She had the top-selling album of 2014. No awards, though, on Sunday night. Let's bring in our Fame Factor panel. Joining us from Montreal, Matt Borelli. And from Montreal, we've got both Kelly Alexander and Andrea Collins as well. Kelly, let's start with you. Sam Smith stole the night.
Yeah, I think everyone expected him to do as well as he did. I'm sure he wouldn't like me saying this, but he was kind of like the male Adele of 2015 as opposed to 2012 when she actually won 6 awards. He's just had an incredible year, and we all knew he was going to do well. But the best part about it is that he is super humble. I think people are just going to love him more.
I want to ask you, Matt, what you think about this, because Sam Smith dedicated the Record of the Year award to somebody, and he said, the man who this record is about, who I fell in love with last year, thank you so much for breaking my heart, because of that, I got 4 Grammys. What do you think?
It's true, that's a big punch in the face to that guy, but he deserved to win all these awards. I think he's had such a successful year, and he kind of bumped out Taylor Swift and all these other people. But yeah, it was worth it, and I think he deserves all these accolades.
What do you think, Andrea? Does he deserve, accolades, yes. Does he deserve so many accolades, though?
It was a phenomenal album, and he's really taken the world by storm this past year. So I think it was deserved. It was a tough year, though. There were really a lot of great artists, and we saw that when it came down to these categories, which have created some controversy.
All right, Andrea, what do you think about Taylor Swift not winning anything?
Taylor Swift not winning anything. I thought it was interesting to actually just see her as a presenter, because we usually see her performing and winning everything. So yeah, it was a bit of a surprise, but like I said, there was so much good stuff this year, and she was obviously having a good time because the camera was always panning to her, dancing in the front row, except when John Mayer was on. That didn't happen then.
Kelly, what do you think? Just because she sold the most number of albums last year doesn't necessarily translate into a Grammy Award. Perhaps it should not either.
Yeah, she's won so much. Maybe this is just her year off in a way, although, as you mentioned, the album did amazingly well. But there was a really strong group of contenders this year, and maybe the Academy felt that they needed to spread the love a little bit.
What about you, Matt? I know you're a big Taylor Swift fan. Do you feel snubbed?
Yeah. I was snubbed. I don't know. She did have a great album. It's interesting, though, that she presented not once, but twice. So it shows you how powerful Taylor Swift really is in the industry. I think it was good that she got to sit out and we got to see other people win for their albums. I think she did get snubbed in the sense that she had a great album and it wasn't recognized. But, that's the way it goes.
All right, Matt, what about Madonna? Too much or just enough?
You know what? I feel like the older she gets, there's a lot of people ragging on Madonna. She looks great. She, is having some issues dancing, but I feel like that's what an artist will do as they get older. They'll just hire more dancers, so hopefully the spotlight's not on them. I didn't think it was that great, but I don't think it was as bad as people are saying it was.
Andrea, can Madonna still bring it?
I think she can bring it. I think people judging her now is really kind of ageism. I think she's fantastic. She's Madonna. And just like we saw last night, I felt like there were these more mature artists that didn't almost get the respect they deserved, like Paul McCartney with Kanye West and Rihanna. Did they even turn his microphone on? But I thought Madonna was great. They were carrying her around, these guys with these big bullhorns on their heads, so she didn't get any in weird places. I think she did a great job.
Kelly, we're looking at the performance now, her new song, Living for Love. What did you think of this? Is it ageism for people to go after Madonna?
Yeah, I think a little bit. I think it's unfortunate because Madonna does deserve respect. She's earned it. She works her tail feathers off. She does everything she can to keep her body in shape. And people, I think, in a way, forget she's 56 and she looks amazing considering that and just the amount of dancing and tours she's done her whole life. So she is an athlete. People need to remember that. I don't think the song was necessarily that great, but she's Madonna and she looked like she was having fun. So I think we should all take from that and just enjoy that she was having fun, and it's Madonna.
All right, I want the three of you to weigh in on this, too. Kanye West pulling a stunt last night, went on stage right after Beck won Best Album. Watch this.
I need some help. I'm back.
All right, Andrea, so what's going on here? What's Kanye West doing?
So he's sort of joking about what he did in the past. When Taylor Swift beat out Beyonce a couple of years back, he went up and interrupted and said, you know, I think Beyonce deserved this award. We saw Beck beat out Beyonce again. So kind of as a joke, he popped up there and joked about doing the same thing, which was funny. I was kind of like, okay, we can all laugh about this now. He has a good sense of humor about it. But then he goes backstage and actually starts bashing Beck, which is absurd to me. It feels like the cool kids in the fur coats picking on the artsy kid in high school. You know, like it's just because Beck didn't fall into the same genre as him and Beyonce and Jay-Z, Kanye seems to think that it's not quality music.
Matt, what do you think?
Yeah, you know what? Beyonce had a great album. Beyonce should have won that award. But you know what? Beck played it cool. I'm done with Kanye. I really wish some artists would put him in his place and do it publicly in front of an audience, because I think that would be great TV. But I don't know. I think people are afraid to stand up to him. I think he's just a bit too much. He's a bit too arrogant. And yeah, he's talented. Yeah, he's a bit of a genius when it comes to certain things. But he's got to let people have their turn, you know. And to say that Beck's not an artist, Beck's been around for ages. So I don't know what Kanye is thinking.
We're going to have to leave it there. Thanks to all three. You appreciate it, Kelly and Andrea and Matt. Thanks for your time, guys.
Thanks, Todd.
Thanks.